getting worse at the moment.
He's
It's like,
trending the wrong way.
whereas on the Braves, I don't feel like they've really got anyone. Well, they re-signed Markakis, he definitely had a like an upward blip last season, but broadly, everyone on the Braves team that really matters, I think, is just on the way up,
Yeah, yeah.
pretty much.
I wouldn't have the Phillies ahead of the Braves at the moment. I'd have them pretty much level. I'm sitting on the fence quite drastically. I have all four of them pretty level, but with
Yeah,
varying degrees of certainty.
it's
So I'm most confident in the Nationals actually because of the starting pitching.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with that because I feel like yeah, a lot of the time the rotation gets overlooked, and that Nationals rotation. I mean, the front three is like ridiculous. I could see all three of them. I mean, it wouldn't be that ridiculous if all three of them were under 3 ERA next year. Like
They
they've
could be
possibly got
like,
three Cy Young contenders.
yeah, but then the Mets have a pretty good comeback on that. It's just the Mets need to replace Jason
Yeah,
Vargas at the back of their rotation. The Mets and Gio Gonzalez makes too much sense for the Mets to do it. Or even Dallas Keuchel, but that's not happening. That's just too much money for the Mets.
yeah,
I really would sit on the fence right now. I'd have the Nationals, if I had to order them, I'd have the Nationals number one, not because I think they're necessarily the highest ceiling team. I don't know about that bit, but
yeah.
they're most likely to be over
I
500, and they're the most likely to win 85
yeah,
games.
I feel like there's a decent chance the Phillies are possibly the best next year, but it's just the thing that I don't feel like they've got much chance of improving after this year. Whereas even the Nationals do, like Soto and Victor Robles, only just arrived really.
The thing with the Phillies though is how
Um,
much they keep spending. They
yeah,
might just improve by like,
maybe they just do the Yankees.
yeah. But you can't just do that, to be fair. I mean, even that it gets out of hand and you can't do it forever
Yeah,
because
I
you
mean
have to still
even the
make good
Yankees
free
and
agent signings.
all of their all of their teams when they've been successful, they've always had homegrown guys.
Yeah,
Whereas
because
I guess
just
they've
because of the
got
financial
Nola,
aspect.
but like you feel like they've knocked a lot of the homegrown guys out, and the ones that are left, you feel like are just holes in the lineup. Well,
Well, the
Reese
guys,
Hoskins actually, I suppose, but it's like Hoskins and Nola are like their main homegrown guys that are sort of key pieces.
yeah.
I guess they've got a couple, but outside of that, they've not got. I don't feel like they've got anyone that's really going to make that much difference. That are like they've brought through themselves. But anyway, do you think we should talk about something else because we might be doing a preview of this
Well,
division
do
anyway
yeah, yeah, that's true. Uh, well, oh,
in the next few weeks.
my outlandish suggestion for what should happen with Craig Kimbrel and Dallas Keuchel. Okay, it's not that outlandish. The season begins in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Both of those guys, well, they're both pitchers, so preparation's even more important for them ahead of the season. I think if I am almost any team in Major League Baseball, but my initial thought was actually for teams that are on the cusp of contending and aren't sure, I would be offering them a 1 year deal and a lot
yeah,
of money. No, I mean like one. I don't know what it would take to get it done, but say you offer Keuchel like 1 year and 30
I,
plus, right?
I yeah. I
I
know I
think
just
it's
said we should stop talking about the NL East, but those sorts of teams. To be honest, I mean,
yeah.
even though a lot of those are, they're like looking at the long term. Well, apart from the Phillies, obviously, but like everyone at the moment is predicting them to be very, very close. So, like, you just throw a load of money at one of those guys, and that could push you over the edge.
Well, my idea though was so a team like the Giants, wary of sticking on the Giants too much, but one that would be willing to spend, and the Giants aren't on cusp of contention by any means at the moment, but who want to pretend they're going to compete.
Yeah,
They either help you win, or you're absolutely crap, and you flip them for stuff. Like,
yeah, and
and that's
if
the
they're
same case
bad,
with any
then
of
the
these
1 year
guys.
deal is not really the risk.
Yeah, you've spent some money. So like the Mets in an ideal world would be doing this. There is a chance the Mets just are the Mets again and find a way to lose too many
Yeah.
games, and they're 15 games out of the deadline, and then you say they had Craig Kimbrel, right? So they had Craig Kimbrel, and they owed him loads of money, but then at the deadline they flip. We've seen what relief pitchers go for at the
Or
trade
they even flip
deadline.
them before the deadline if they're bad early. You flip them
Yeah,
like halfway point of the season, and you've not even spent that much.
yeah. If you've got a good Kimbrel who's rebuilding his value, like trying to get his value back up, says he'll go again. The trouble is, I don't know what the number is for those guys. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, what 1 year would you have to give Kimbrel to get him for
I
one
mean, what
season?
was he asking for? What was he asking for? 100
100
million
million,
over 5, was it, or 6?
5 or 6, yeah.
So he's asking for around 20 million a year anyway. So I guess it'd have to be, I don't know, 20, 25 million for Kimbrel for 1 year.
Yeah,
The thing is with that though is that contract he was asking for, I think, is so ridiculous anyway that I mean, even 20 million for 1 year seems like you're overpaying ridiculously
yeah.
for one relief pitcher. Um, so I don't know. I think yeah,
I'd be
say like
consider,
18 out for 1 year. I think would be a lot.
but that's what I mean. That's why it may seem quite ridiculous. But I would be thinking about it if I was the owner or in the front office of any of those teams, just as a like, well, they either help us win, and if Kimbrel almost more so, even though the value's even worse, because we've seen that relief pitchers can really return good stuff,
Yeah,
and you might, if he's good, if he's nails for like the first 3 months, imagine what you could get for him, like a contending team who suddenly needs a closer, and it's like, yeah, we've got Craig Kimbrel available. Here you
yeah.
go.
I guess you've got like the smaller market teams as well that I don't know whether they'd be willing to just spend that much for on one guy for 1 year, but like that are looking to kind of break through a bit like the Twins. I think I'm thinking of the
Yeah,
Twins pretty much where they the year before last it looked like they were about to be contending for a while with some young players, and they did pretty well. And then they had a bad year. They're hoping those guys bounce back, but maybe add one of these veterans is a bit of a boost
yeah, because I,
and try and get back in the contention, especially with the Indians sort of half giving up.
yeah, I, it might be the best thing for the players as well, to be honest, because surely at this point they've realised they're not getting the deals they supposedly want, or anywhere near it, I'd imagine, if it's gone this long. So see what people will give you for 1 year. Like,
Yeah,
and if you think that your a back end of your contract is not going to be that bad, try and rebuild your value. Both of them, both Kimbrel and Keuchel have issues with people think they're trending the wrong direction. If
yeah.
they're
Try and
claiming
put
they're
the
not,
trend back the other
show
way.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're saying you want a 5 year deal because you were this good in 2015, be that good again, and
I
maybe
think
you'll get
I
four
think
next year.
that's part of the thing though with these guys. Some of them is a lot of the sort of complaints about they want to get paid for what they did a few years ago, and then people saying no because you're trending in the wrong way. And I think they probably realise that they're trending the wrong way.
And
That's
that's
why
why
they
they
want a
want the
long
big.
deal
Yeah,
because they're like, this is going to be my last contract because in a couple of years I'm done,
yeah.
sort of thing. Or maybe they're not exactly thinking that, but it's otherwise I don't see if you're really confident in yourself. I don't know why every player wouldn't just take a 1 year deal.
Well, like the Trevor Bauer stuff, isn't it? Trevor
Yeah,
Bauer's just said he thinks he's always going to get better. He's not going to earn as much money doing that, I don't think, because eventually he will
he'll just
not
get an
get.
injury or something. But I
Yeah,
guess there's the thing. But like, especially when you're not getting the long deal, like, yeah, surely I don't see why you wouldn't take the 1 year.
it's why I like what Donaldson did earlier this year. I mean, I loved it
Yeah,
for the Braves at the time, and I like
but
what.
that's exactly what he's done, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did it quickly. He didn't faff around. He went, right, I'm going to sign with them. I've got a whole off season, and then he's going to be. Hopefully, he's prepared, and I hope he's healthy because it's going to be fun to watch him, and that
Yeah,
lineup is going to be pretty
but that's
scary if
basically.
he's
And
healthy.
to be honest, they didn't even pay that much for him, really, did they? For what a
No,
1 year deal? How much was it?
just 20 something, I think, but like low 20s.
Yeah, that's not ridiculous for what he was a few years ago, and it's sort of. I mean, I guess it's quite a lot for what he was the last couple of years,
23. Well, but
but
then that's the thing is
it's the
the
thing is
health thing
it's like
is
a
the only
gamble, isn't
issue.
it? It's where the Braves are sort of taking the risk, but there's not really much risk. It's like the risk is you've lost that amount of money, but
So
it's sort of
the thing with Donaldson though was last year he was not as good and playing hurt, right?
Yeah.
So he was good when he went to Cleveland in a very small sample. But when he was an 801 OPS guy across the whole year, which is not amazing and not 23 million. But even in 27, when he injured a bit, he had a 944 OPS. Like, if he's healthy, I think he's going to be really, really good. It's definitely worth the gamble. I like that move, and I'm just surprised other free agents haven't thought to do the same. Just bet on themselves a bit.
Yeah. That's that's what they should be doing, really, isn't it? The big guys, anyway, that are left. Or any of them, really. I mean, well, some of them I don't think have an option. I think some of them won't be getting offered multi-year deals, like whatever they ask for.
Are there any other? It's basically Keuchel, Kimbrel, and Gio Gonzalez, isn't it? And then there's like
There's like Adam Jones. I don't know, is that it?
There must be some relief pitchers just like lingering around, but
yeah, anyone can get a relief pitcher. Like most teams every year seem to have some guy that just appears in the minors throwing like 102.
Yeah, Martin Maldonado's available. That's not exactly box office stuff.
That's that I'm surprised he's not gone though, to be honest.
Yeah, most of the guys left are pretty abysmal. Denard Span is left.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's the sort of guy that you're not sure if he's just done in the majors.
Gonzalez.
Oh, the connection's gone all back again. For some reason.
Evan Gattis, Clay Buckles.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys seem like minor league candidates to me. There's not like a massive hole for them, is there?
No. It's all a bit meh, isn't it? Most of the guys that are left, it's like, I don't think you deserve to be in the major leagues.
Yeah. Trying to get okay. Oh well, this is out of date.
AJ Ramos is still a free agent. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, a few of these guys will get picked. It's now that Harper's gone. Harper and Mercado are done. I feel like the rest of these guys just get snapped up. I mean, either minor league deals or just like 1 year deals, like we were saying and stuff. I think now everyone knows where they're at.
Yeah. There's nothing. It's just not much like exciting stuff left to go, is there?
No, just
I guess that's
waiting for the season now. This is pretty much the end point of the off season.
Yeah,
3 weeks
it's just
to
taken a long time to get there.
No, with actual baseball, well, there's already spring training, but you know. Should we stop?
Yep.
Let's end now.
So it'll be the season previews next, won't it? Season preview podcasts.
Yeah. Are we going to do these as well, or are we just going to do season previews for the next? Yeah, we probably don't need to do these as well, do we?
There's not much happening, is there?
No. So, yeah, we're going to do 2 podcasts a week, are we?
Yeah, let's aim for that.
For the next 3 weeks until the season starts.
Who should we start with? Which division should we start with?
I don't know.
Should we do like I've done my season previews for the website and
start off with the boring ones?
Yes, let's do the AL Central first.
Okay, so AL Central, like first half of next week. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, and then I don't know after that.
Yeah, you'll have to tune in and see.
See what just nonsense we've got to say about that.
Yeah. Bye.